could begin with the first question, which is, can you really say that you're a child of God and still be poor, whatever that means? So what does it mean to be poor? Is it that you do not have much in terms of possession? What did the Lord say to the guy who wanted the Lord Jesus Christ to arbitrate between him and his brother, their father's possessions? The value of your life does not consist in the abundance of possession. And back to the verse that I quoted, that the value of your soul and all that there is in terms of possession here on earth, your soul is far more precious and more valuable before the Lord. So you need to begin by considering the fact that you are made in God's image, that God has blessed you abundantly. If you're a Christian, the value of being a child of God is not in what you own. I know there is prosperity preachers out there saying that you must show that you're a child of God by what you own. But really, that is false teaching. To tell people that the abundance of their possessions is what marks whether or not they are children of God is actually to deny that Jesus Christ is a child of God. Because Jesus, as a Son of God, begotten of the Father, never created, no beginning. Jesus, as God-man, while he was here on earth, what did he own? Did he have a house? He said the Son of Man is poorer than foxes, didn't he? Foxes have holes, but the Son of Man does not have anywhere to lay his hand. The Lord didn't own a house. The Lord did not, so to speak, here on earth, own a car or anything to his name, really. So you don't need to be rich or wealthy for you to be a child of God. You need to be actually poor in spirit. You need to be willing to admit that you have nothing to go to God who can give you salvation and everything in his kingdom eventually. So while we are here on earth, there should be a recognition that God does not give you wealth just because you are a Christian. He will bless the work of your hands. So he expects you to work hard and to be faithful steward with what he has entrusted with you. So whether you have 5 talents or 2 or 1, you make good use of that, entrusting yourself to the Lord, and he will bless that. And then finally, that you consider yourself poor may be the big problem. Because really, no one is poor, if I may put it that way. You have something. And whatever you have is enough to generate more, to create, to utilize, you can steward what you have, and the Lord will eventually bless that. And so the thing about poverty is comparing yourself with someone else, isn't it? If you look at what you have and what someone else has, then you will consider yourself poor. Let me illustrate this from my recent experience in Pokot with Paul, our moderator. In Rendile. Now, in Rendile, you go to villages and you don't see anyone with a mansion. Everyone has a hut and perhaps 2 huts. And then everyone has an enclosure of goats and camels, and another enclosure for camels. Someone may have a big enclosure with so many goats and another one with not so big. So that would be the difference between them in terms of what they own. But if you looked at their hearts from Nairobi, there would be nothing impressive on any of their hearts, isn't it? So there is a sense in which they are all equal insofar as their buildings. But then you will need to weigh their possession in terms of the number of cows and goats and camels that they have. So poverty is in terms of comparison of you and other people.